Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Papa Boris, and it's time to do a run with one of my two least favorite squads from the original game, Zenith Guard or Blitzkrieg. Of the two, it's really hard to say which one I like slightly more than the other. We'll go with Blitzkrieg here. So this squad has the Lightning Mech, which does 2 damage, and it chains, so it hurts your allies. We've got the Boulder Mech, which is actually a really good mech, so it does 2 damage at artillery, and then it does an adjacent push, not an AoE push. It's a really strong weapon, and the rock, of course, can be used to block spawns. Big weakness in this squad is the Hook Mech, which is just an embarrassment. So this thing does have an ability. It's armored, which is cool, but the Hook ability is just so awful. This is basically like what the snails have, except that it doesn't do any damage. So for me, I couldn't even beat the game on hard difficulty with this squad, not even unfair difficulty, until I started playing with the Mantis. So if you give the Mantis to the Hook Mech, at least you can do 2 damage and a push with this special ability. Losing the repair does kind of stink, especially for blocking spawns, but the fact that you're armored does make up for it. You just got to be really careful about catching on fire, because with only 3 HP, if you catch on fire, you will just guaranteed die, you know, if you catch on fire too soon. Alright, so we got Blast Scion, let's hard pass that. We have Spider Scion, which is actually okay, because we have the Lightning Mech. And the boss, it webs and smokes, and then insta-kills you, but it doesn't have that much HP, so this might be an interesting choice. Here we have the Fire Immune, which is pretty good. Boss has a lot of hit points, but none of the enemies do any webbing, so this might be one worth going for, because this squad does have decent damage output. And then we have Regeneration. Actually, this is also fine. This one has a webbing enemy. The Regeneration Scion isn't too terrible, just because with the acid stuff, you're often killing things, and all 3 mechs can do 2 damage and a pop. So honestly, these 3 islands all seem pretty great. I guess we'll start off with this, just because of the acid, often a good map to play with, and we got a lot of 2-star missions, so let's see if this one's any good. Disposal Unit, absolutely. Let's hop on in there. Alright, so we don't want to get webbed. We'll go there and there and there. I'm not sure about this at all, but we'll see what happens. You have to be very careful with this Boulder Mech, because it's not an AoE push, it's only an adjacent push. The angle at which you fire it does make a difference. Okay, the Scorpion, didn't have any attacks. Oh, okay. I've never seen this before. You need 3 shots with this unit to kill all the mountains. There's this chunk, and this chunk. I've never, ever seen that. Every other time I've ever played, it's always been all the mountains are killable in 2 shots. Well, luckily for this novel challenge, I do catch a break, because I actually get to blow up this mountain and those enemies right now. This Scorpion's still not in reach of anything, so yeah, I guess we have kind of a free turn. Well, let's pop a rock on here to block a spawn. And I think I'm going to do is just use Kazakh Pleth's special ability to kill the Scion. I want to stay out of reach of the Scorpion, just so that the Scorpion doesn't have anything to do. This will make the subsequent turns pretty easy, I'm hoping. Notice how it doesn't go as far forward as it can. I've mentioned this before, but I wasn't sure if I was correct, and now we got some confirmation for science that if the enemy doesn't have any attack to make, it doesn't necessarily try to get as close as possible to your characters as it can. Okay, so here I could just kill them both with the disposal unit, and I think I will. This does mean that my subsequent 2 turns, I absolutely must be targeting mountains with this. Is it worth stepping forward? I think it is worth stepping forward, just because, yeah, it sucks if a Scorpion pops out and I get webbed, but I want to make sure that I can block spawns on the next round if I do get a lucky, break with the enemies. Okay, so here's where you have to be very, very careful, because if I don't shoot the mountains now, I'm going to fail the mission. Even this shot isn't enough. I really do need to hit completely the mountains. Okay, so we could actually do a chain here. That seems solid. And then we'll block a spawn. I can't repair, but I'll take a damage. That's fine. And then I can either kill this or block a spawn. Oh, this is a push, so I can't actually block spawns. If I shoot either of these, I get pushed into a building. All right, so we're gonna kill it then. Chomp. And all right, so we have 2 enemies to kill, the disposal unit is no longer helpful, but as long as we don't have a pilot die or destroy a building, we're fine. Okie dokie, so this has to happen, absolutely. Blorp. And I have to be a little bit careful about this scorpion situation. Much as I'd love to kill this crab, I'm not sure. Oh, I can kill it. I can hook it away. Alrighty. Now, can I kill this and this? Because I can walk up and punch the crab. Oh, right. Duh. That's what you gotta do. Right. So we do this. It actually wasn't as difficult. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Is this gonna chain? Oh, it doesn't chain. I don't have the building chain upgrade. I think this thing does get hurt by the attack. Yeah. So if I had the building chain upgrade, this would actually blow up the disposal unit. I'd have to reset here. Well, not reset. I'd have to pull the scorpion away and then kill the crab with my lightning mech. But as it is, notice already the punch attack from the mantis is just absolutely ridiculously necessary because this hook is just like the most embarrassingly bad weapon in the entire game. Okay, so now let's take a look at this 2-star mission. Defend the train. Well, I have to do it. If I don't do this, I have to do this one. This squad actually sucks at defending the train, so I might very well fail here. And that's fine. I'm just gonna call it. If I take a fail on this mission, I will just carry on. I will carry on. I will not be picky and restart. The thing is that your lightning mech chains and destroys the train, so it's just a problem. If these guys get close to the train, it's all over. Oh boy, I think we're already screwed. I would have needed to be able to, like, get over here with my artillery mech and shoot a rock here to push this thing out. If I punch it, of course, it just goes here and hits another part of the train. Of course, I can hook and pull it out, but it's just sort of delaying the inevitable. All right, well, let's take a look at the situation. So, double checking just to make sure there's absolutely nothing I can do to get this thing out of there. No, okay. You can't even get to the crab. Oh, that's very annoying. Well, all right. So this has to happen in order for me to even have a shot at defeating the mission. So the question is, do I just double team this guy? There is a weird move. I can shoot a rock here and chain through the rock to kill the crab and do 2 damage to this. Then, right now that would push this into this enemy doing an extra damage, and then it would die to being chained. So I don't want to do that. Okay, what I'm going to do is just block a spawn, and you are just going to simply kill a crab. Plorp. And we're going to hope for the best. I don't see any reason to punch this mountain. So we have 3 enemies to deal with. 2 of them are beetles, which aren't the scariest enemy in the world. There's going to be a 3rd enemy here. It's a scion. I'm actually happy about that. It is annoying. These beetles might very well get some regeneration happening, but it's better than, you know, an enemy that's going to make me fail the mission. So this is not a wasted attack because the train happens after the enemy. So this thing pops back, gets in the way of the train, mission failed. So we got to do something about that. I can double team it and kill it. But the question is how? If I punch it up and push damage it and then throw a rock at it, the lightning mech can't stop this damage here. So, can I stop this? Oh my god, I don't know if I can stop this. I can't throw a rock there. I can't, I'm 1 move shy of being able to throw a rock here. Oh boy, I have a feeling I'm going to make a really annoyingly annoying move. I just don't see a way out of this jam I'm in. I can't come up and punch this, actually, because it gets in the way of the train. Oh, I can go up here and punch it. Oh, this makes it much better. Oh, whoa, I almost missed that. All right, so we're going to do that. And then we can just double team it like this. Pop. And I do have to kill it. It's not just like, oh, I feel like it's worth killing the beetle. I don't want it to regenerate. No, I need to make sure it doesn't get in the way of the train. All right, so this last round's scary as hell. Probably going to take some grid damage because we're going to have 3 enemies popping up. I mean, frankly, I'll be fine with grid damage. If grid damage is all I have to do to succeed at the 2 stars, I'm happy about that. Okay, this wastes its attack, which is incredible. This blocks a scorpion from coming up here. Because that scorpion, I can pull away with the hook, and this scorpion's blocked. What's crab doing? Shooting the train? Shooting the train. Oh, boy. Okay, so notice the train chains. And by the way, that's like, if I go here, it also kills the train, which is so frustrating on these levels. But I think we're actually okay, because I can hook away the scorpion, and then just artillery kill the crab. Too bad this guy can't come over here to finish killing that guy off, but you know what? I will take it. I am ecstatic that we actually did the train mission and got both stars. Whew. Not a lot of XP here, but very excited to get the stars. That's the most important thing. And then now we're gonna have a star and a power grid health mission. 5 or fewer enemies. Well, you know, it's not my favorite mission, but this is a dead end. If I go here, I still have to go here to avoid the terrible mission. So we're just gonna have to roll with it. Conveyor belts, like I've talked about before, can be very annoying, but luckily these just go straight line into the pit, which is fine. Hook mech, I guess we'll go there, and artillery can hang back here. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. This could get really dicey because these buildings block my mechs, my land mechs from coming in. Nobody has flying or anything like that in this squad. Okay, this got acidified, so I can one-shot it with my artillery. This is... Ooh, that is a problem. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. I can't push it back into the time pod. And I can't... Well, I could... nope. If I shoot here, it goes into the time pod. If I shoot the time pod, it blows up the time pod. Ah, yeah, this is awkward. I think I just fail here. I can't get around for a hook. Yeah, we're just taking a grid damage. I guess I'm lucky there's just one building here and not two. Okay, so that's happening. This. Major problem. Can't kill it in one hit. If I move it over, still hits this, which is even worse because it fails the mission that way. I guess what I'm going to do is do this. This blocks a spawn. I do have to remember I'm only allowed to kill 5 enemies. A lot of times what you want to do in a mission like this is, oh shoot! I'm a move shy of, oh my lord, that's terrible. I did not realize I can't get down here to kill the scorpion. So, okay, I could reset a turn and try to find some way to get rid of the scorpion, but I don't know if I can. I mean, I can shoot a boulder here, but then this guy who was sitting here, is a problem. I can't tag team it, because if I punch him, then this one can't get over to him. Yeah, I'm just taking 2 grid damage. Well, it's Blitzkrieg life, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so, wait a minute, is this actually a thing? Hold up. Is this a thing right here? The chain and the acid? See, look at that. The acid on the map is just saved me a grid damage, because if not for the acid pool that was just randomly lying there, that scorpion would have survived with 1 health. Oh, hey, got the grid defense. Nice. Okay, so I just gotta be careful not to kill too many enemies. With the with the not killing enemies missions, I'd find, like I've said before, I think that it's worth it to try to be aggressive early on, so that you can get more spawns blocking and like block more of the spawns. Anyway, or more spawn. You can generate more spawns and block more spawns. Or well, I guess if you're generating more spawns, hey, I just like getting them early on because with the early kills, you can maybe block some spawns, not have as many enemies come, and then just not kill the ones that do show up, or some enemies show up and you have enough wiggle room to kill them. Okay, so basically right now we're going to get 1 more round of spawns. I can kill all 3 of these enemies. I'm allowed to do that, but anything that spawns I'm not allowed to kill, or I have to push these crabs around and just let it be. So this is a little bit tough. I could punch this crab and block a spawn. I can move out of the way so that this crab whiffs. Can you? Oh, you can't kill this crab. Well, you can push the crab away. All right, I think that's worth it. I don't know if it's the right play, but we'll do it. So punch, kill, go down to 1 HP, go here and repair, dodge the crab, and then you babysit that crab. And I think this is fine. So basically, I'm allowed to kill 2 of the enemies. There's going to be 3 enemies on the field. I'm allowed to kill 2 of them. Honestly, my main worry is failing the mission or taking grid damage at this point, just because that should be enough flexibility. Okay, not wasting. Not wasting. Dang, could have shot my artillery, but didn't waste it. And this one, well, it is a waste. The armor's helpful. The armor's actually a big deal here because it means I can ignore this. The problem is that my lightning mech cannot deal with either one of these things, and I can't punch the scorpion because that will kill my guy. So I think I'm going to be taking some grid damage here, unfortunately. I don't see a way around that. I could, like, you know, push this one into the water, but I can't free my person. This mech really needs some kind of flexible weapon. I actually can't punch the scorpion. It pushes it into the time pod. If I go here, grab the time pod, of course, and I could punch kill the scorpion. Yeah, might as well do that for the experience. I have the flexibility, so we get some experience on the mech, and I guess since it's 1 damage either way, I will kill the one that's worth more experience. Thank you for the acid, although I could have also pushed it into the water. And we take a grid damage. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. I took 2 shots to the grid, resisted one of them. That actually could happen. This is a squad I'm not the best with. Some people really like this squad online, so it might just be like I'm lacking sufficient skill. But for me, it's not my best squad, so I'll be very happy if I just take 1 grid damage. Artillery attack that can bounce an additional target. I don't... God, I haven't really played with this, to be totally honest. I don't like that it costs a power core, and it doesn't seem that different from this rock. I mean, this pushes laterally, this pushes in the same line, so maybe that's worth it. But okay, it's not worth a power core right now. What I really desperately need right now is more movement for my melee people. So we'll do this one for now. And I get to do one of these missions, so let's see what this is. Destroy the vats and protect the power generators. So a little bit greedy. Of course, if I fail the mission trying to go for this extra lightning bolt, that could be a problem. The map is fine. There are some buildings pretty close to the enemies, but there's also open space, and the vats, I can chain through them with the lightning. I do like the Acid Storm Controller mission. So this would be the safer bet. I'm going to go for the extra power core. It's a bit greedy and probably dumb, but we'll see what happens. So, got to stay out of the way of the Scorpion. So, not here, not here. Let's come up here next to the vats. You can go over here. And artillery, kind of tough to place. I'd like it to be around here, but I have to either put it on one side or the other. Not sure which one is better. So I'm hoping that I can chain through these vats either on the first turn for like a lot of enemy damage or just at some point to take care of the mission. Okay, this one's wasting its attack, which is nice. This crab is not wasting its attack. This crab's actually a major problem. With the extra movement, though, I can actually hook the crab out of the way, which is good. Lightning bolting these vats right now doesn't really work, because these are both going to survive with 1 hit point. But what's the order? Oh, that's actually interesting. Okay. So, okay, I can pull the crab over here and have it kill the beetle, or I can let the beetle do its thing and block a spawn. I guess the beetle is less scary than the average spawn, so I'm going to pull the crab over here. The fact that it's killing a vat doesn't matter, because I'm going to chain through the vats right now anyways. And that means I'm going to use this to kill the beetle and kill the scorpion. Actually, if I kill the scorpion, this beetle will push there. It'll kill itself and do a damage to the crab. That seems a little bit better. Although it does put my lightning mech more out of position. Maybe I should have thought about that. Well, I don't think it's worth a reset, so we'll just let this be. So we're going to have 3 enemies on the table. 1 is a beetle, 1 is a crab. That's actually okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Got a sign, which is great. So not wasted. Wasted, and okay. If only you had an extra movement, you could get here, block a spawn, and chain kill that stuff. Oh, that hurts. Hurts that that is not an option. Well, I could do this, right? I could do that, and then chain kill the scion with that thing. I could even, yeah, let's do this. This seems like a good move. So by putting this unit here, I create a chain to hit the crab, and then I can punch kill the crab. Alright, that was good. So we got a Weber, which is a bit scary. Yep, that's annoying. This is fine. Alright. So I can shoot a rock here, push the scorpion over. Yeah, I like this move. Now the question is, do I do the chain? And the answer is, basically, do I want to use up the health? I don't think I actually do. I think what I want to do is this. Get the scorpion to block a spawn. No chain, just straight kill the beetle. And then I can go here, and I could just take the hit because of the armor. And now, on the final turn, we're just going to have that scorpion. And we can give the experience to somebody. What did you get? Opener. That's okay, that is actually really good. That's a good one. Yeah, so the nice thing about the opener is that it makes the lightning deal 3 damage in the first round. And, you know, an extra damage on an AoE attack is really good. You have to be a little bit careful, of course, if you're chaining through your friend the Mantis over here. That's going to take 2 damage instead of 1, like in olden times, but all in all, that was pretty good. And now we can take our chances with this Firefly. So it does have 6 hit points, which is a lot. Don't want to get webbed by the Scorpion. I do want to encourage the Firefly to shoot down this lane, and I think that's worth putting 1 mech out of position. Okay, 2 mechs out of the ranged mech and 1 of the melee mechs. Maybe I should have done the hook mech because that one has the extra move, so I could have gotten it into position more easily. Okay, well, here we are. Lots of choices. Oh my gosh, the opener is really strong here because I can go and kill the Scorpion. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. So we're going to just kill it. So now the question is whether it's a priority to kill the Scion. Because if I don't kill it, then this boss is going to regenerate. Either of my characters could kill it. If I use the Mantis to kill it, then this thing can't actually shoot at the boss without getting killed. So it's the Mantis who needs to kill the boss, or to attack the boss. So now the question is, do I get the Scion or the boss? If I hit the boss, it does take 1 more net damage. But I'm going to take a risk. We're just going to kill the Scion. And the reason for that is I think it's going to be more effective in the long term to not have this boss be regenerating than to get 1 extra net damage on it now. Ooh, this is awkward. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with this. Okay. So, crud. We got major problems. So the thing is, I could have gone over and hooked this Firefly away. It would have been great to hook it into the acid. But as it is, the Scorpion webbed me, and I can't get to it to deal with it. I can lightning it down to 2 HP, but my artillery mech has 1 move short of being able to go... Oh no, it's not 1 move short. There's a mountain here. Okay, so it's several moves short of being able to do it. Okay, so creative moves. I can shoot my own guy, push the Scorpion away. I have 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook this thing away. It'll kill the Scorpion. Main problem is this crab. Oh, I can go over lightning the crab. This thing doesn't take any damage, and it also doesn't get acidified, which is very annoying. Man, if only I had powered up the weapon that could push the Scorpion forward, then I could go 1, 2, 3, hook it here into the acid. Totally different story. But no crying over spilled milk. It's possible I'm just missing a move. Very, very, very possible. But oops. We just have to hope that the 2 enemies that spawn don't cause any problems this turn, so I'm able to at least put 2 damage onto this boss. I just want to put 2 damage on this boss, and I'll be happy. Oh, it walked into the acid. Okay, thanks for that, chum. Awkward here. Very, very awkward. I can't deal with this Scorpion. I can't push it with my artillery mech. I can't get down to here to, like, be able to shoot a rock here. Crab. Okay, yeah, there's no clever way to do this. If I lightning, it just survives. So we can... what? I can push it with my guy and then shoot it with the rock, and then it still survives with 1 HP, and this crab survives. I can't do any chaining tricks because this thing will die from lightning. Okay, so what we're going to do, I guess, is we're going to use the hook, the much maligned hook, to get to babysit the Scorpion. Thankfully, the boss went into acid, so I can kill it. And you have to stay in your awful position and kill this crab. Now, I could go here and put the Scorpion to block the spawn, but you know me, my style is be greedy, always go for everything. So we have got this Alpha Scorpion, which could be a major problem because everybody is ridiculously out of position. And luckily we spawned a beetle. Okay, this is good. This is good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is going to work. Alright. So, I think we just punch kill. Scorpion, 4 damage from the acid and the punch. And then we can, oh, hang on a second. If I shoot this with this lightning mech here, it'll... Oh, you leveled up and got 2... Oh, you got skilled! +1 move and +2 HP. That is incredible! Okay, so I can go here, I can lightning it, and then give the XP to my artillery. Or I can give the XP to... You know what? I'm going to take advantage of this extra HP that spawned. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't have to actually push into the guy. I could throw the boulder here and push kill it that way. So that would have been a move even if this hadn't gotten XP. Because the reason for that is that this was about ready to level up. Thick skin, all right, not the greatest because being immune to acid and fire is not that incredible, especially since we are leaving the acid map. But it's fine. I'm really happy I got skilled on my Mantis. That's incredible. And opener on the lightning mech is above average, so I am just thrilled. Okay, this is fantastic. Please give me a good weapon. Well, So this guy is actually nice. It's one of those things that I like finding during the mission, though I would never start with him. I am actually going to grab this. It's... Oh, man. It's just... It's something a little bit different than this whip. And I feel like this mech really needs it. And, you know, if I have to sell that later for a star, so be it. Oh, my God. Bendy laser. And we're done. So that's just a star, this thing. Well, let's take a look at what's going on. Let me not be too hasty. So we can get 2 power cores, obviously. We are obviously going to power up the Bendy Laser, one of the greatest... Oh, this is the... Wait, is this the backwards one? Oh, no, it's frontwards. I gotta panic. Yeah, so that does 3 damage to the enemy up front, and you can bend it away. This thing's incredible. We're going to want to get this ASAP. In fact, let's just get the +1 move with 2 melee weapons. Now the move is really critical. And let's take a look at our reputation. So I think... It's annoying that I have 1 star. I could sell thick skin to get an extra power core and these, or I can keep these, just buy a grid power, and, you know, maybe use that sometimes. I've just found this to be really weak, like, especially in the end when you're fighting against alphas. Okay, so I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell thick skin. We're going to buy an extra power core. And with that, I will just give extra movement here. It's possible that it's smarter to try to, like, go for the big stuff and pile things on, but we'll play it a little bit conservative, and this is almost certainly going to be a 3-island run. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll be back soon to finish this. Take care.